Hello, so today I'm going to be telling you about how I lost my leg. Yes, I'm going to be giving you the whole gist. Well, we may not be able to finish the gist because I don't want this video to be too long and you get bored and And so I lost my leg when I was 4 because I was crushed to a pool by a drunk driver. And so when I was younger, myself and my siblings would go to my mother's shop after school hours to stay with her until evening, then we'll go home. So on this fateful day, I was playing in front of my mother's shop and there was this driver that was driving towards me. My mother's shop is some feet away from the road where cars pass. So cars pass there every time, it's not a big deal. And so this particular car was coming towards me and I was like, it's a road, cars pass every time and that's not a big deal. Well, that's stupid because I was young. Then he kept coming closer, then I was like, probably he wants to park. I didn't make any move. Then eventually it was getting really close, then I was like, okay, it's like this guy is coming for me. And I decided to run. But it was a little bit too late because by the time I started running, a leg would be in front and another leg at the back, and so my right leg was in front and my left leg was at the back. And when this car crashed to a pole, it crashed to a pole with my left leg, and that was all I could remember. My mother was like, this thing was very gory and there was a lot of people who came around to help and all, and she had to remove her scarf and tie it to my leg because there was a lot of blood. I was losing a lot of blood and they had to rush me to a private hospital with a motorcycle and a typical accidents in Nigeria. So they had to rush me to a private hospital. There they tried to resuscitate me and keep me stable. They transfused me with a lot of blood, and there are people coming around to donate, and And so after I was stable, they transferred me to another hospital. That's the General State Hospital, and that was where my father was working. He was a nurse. He's retired now. That was where my father was working, and after getting to the hospital, they tried to assess my leg and try to arrange the bone for a few days, and they realized the leg was not just the bone was not just broken, it was crushed, and they were trying to arrange it and salvage the blood vessels. And so when they realized it's kind of like beyond what they could do there at the time, they had to refer me to another hospital in another town entirely. There, they use external fixator to try to arrange my bones. The external fixator is like a metallic instrument. They'll place it outside the limb and pierces through your skin and gets to the bone and try to put the bones together. So I was on external fixator for 6 months. Then I was not moving around. I was just on the hospital bed and my leg was hung. Eventually the bones healed, but my blood vessels were seriously mangled, and my blood will flow to the leg, but it can't flow back to the body. So whenever I stand up to walk for a short distance, the leg will get swollen and it wouldn't come back to its normal size until I raise it up and let gravity pull back the fluid that accumulated on the feet. So this went on for a while. Then they decided to refer me to another hospital so that they can decide what would be the permanent solution for my problem. So they referred me to a teaching hospital this time. So at the hospital, my parents were told they had to amputate the leg because I was a minor. My parents had to make the decision. So they had to amputate the leg, and the wounds were not healing. So they had to take skin graft from my right thigh to cover the wounds on my left leg, so it could heal. And it was not working for like the first 2 attempts, then eventually worked, like with the 3rd trial. And that was how I got my limb amputated. That was how it happened. And it has been quite a journey. And it has been quite a journey. And my left leg was aching because they just cut the bones. And it was aching and all. And my right thigh was itching. But they said that was a good indication because when a wound is healing, it was a good indication because when a wound is healing, it gets itchy, and when it gets itchy, that means they're getting better. And so, but I couldn't scratch the leg because that would leave a nasty scar, and I couldn't, like, I don't know what I could do to my left leg too because it was painful and I just couldn't touch it. And okay, I'm just going to have to stop here. I'm going to continue in my next video, and I only want you to hear what happened after I got my limb amputated, after I got my left leg amputated. Do I miss it? Do I not? You know.